skipping ahead a little bit here, we're showing you the two fixtures that the wall or that the patio door units need to come out of. We're showing you some bits that you'll need. One of them is a square drive, and then we can use a Phillips screwdriver as well. But dismantling of these is not difficult at all. I would allow probably 30 minutes to get those out. But there is a trim piece here. You remove that, and then that gives you access to the nail fin that's on this door. Just take out all the screws all the way around, left, top, and right side. And then on this particular one as well, on the wood section, there are sill screws. I believe there's probably 6 or 8 of those along that. The doors that we had a sliding fiberglass piece at the bottom at the sill that hid some of the screws. So just it'll be in one position or another, right or left. Take out the screws on the right or the left, and then slide it over, gain access to the ones that you have there, and then take those out. It won't be free at this point because what you have to look for, once you have this, you'll see that they've shimmed it in certain sections on the left-hand side where the door handle is, and then up at the top. There are long screws that go through the door handle or latch mechanism into the wood structure. I believe they're the 2 center ones, so take those out, and then that will give you access. That'll free up that section. And then right up in here where my pointer is, there are 2 screws that have the square, that need the square bit. Those are long as well. You need to take those out before you can get the door free. So once those longer screws that are actually holding the frame or the door into the frame are removed, this whole door assembly would be freed up, and you can take it out of that existing fixture. Noting on that, what you want to do is probably just find a rolling cart or something. They're heavy. If you want to use 3 people, 4 people to move it, totally fine. What we found easiest to do is to lift one end up on a rolling cart, get it on the cart, and then wheel it over to the actual end home of where this is going to live for the fixture for the patio doors. Wheel it over there, and it just takes a lot less effort to do that.
Hey, Dale,
Yep.
sorry if I'm making you repeat yourself.
Yep.
Do they need the short and the long square bit?
They do not. No, if you have an extension on your drill, you know they have the magnetic extensions. You'll
Yes.
be totally fine just having the short.
There, it, as long as it doesn't have to get in through a hole, because those bits,
Yeah,
once you pop that
right.
smaller bit into an extension, that may not always work.
Yeah.
But I'm building a tool list here from what you said in the beginning, kind of what's coming up.
Yep.
Do you have that already put together that you could share with us?
I don't think we have it in the entirety, but I'm sure that Dale would be happy to add to a list.
Yeah, I just don't want to miss anything.
Yep.
I'd appreciate that.
What was
Thanks.
given in the first set of tools is just about all that you'll need. You may need some added tips or things of that nature, but we've been doing these installs for decades, all of your professionals. What we know is things happen in the field that we don't know about or can't predict. We're not asking you to take a table saw. We're just asking that you equip yourself with the normal stuff just in case. Have
Sure.
drill bits, have extra tips, have a hacksaw or something of that nature. Just try to predict the things that you don't know about. So just be prepared for that as well.
Fair enough.
Yep. Okay, removal of the vinyl door. Again, it's all attached via nail fin in the back, or you can access those from the back, but you have to tear this one apart just a little bit. So there's a side graphic left and right. That's where my pointer is here. And that you'll see up at the top, there's a header right here. And we need to remove that header rail from up there to get the door out. That's where the square tip will come in again. I've seen a Torx head used on this, so make sure you have plenty of variety of tips available to you. But if you remove this top and bottom, or these top screws. That's what's shown here, where my pointer is. Remove those from the left and right hand side. That's going to allow you to remove this header section. Once you have that out, then you can take, there are probably 4 screws along the left side, 4 screws along the right side, and I believe I never found more than 2 along the top. Just remove all the screws from the nail fin and that'll free that up. Then you have to do some jostling around, get it turned in a specific way, and then that'll free it up and you can move it out much easier that way. So you have the doors out, you've taken them over to the patio door display, you've installed them. Just let the millwork manager know, hey, I'm done with these existing fixtures, and then they will dispose of them properly after that. So that should be relatively easy for you as well. What's not shown here on the other side of this window or patio door display for the wood is that they have wood trim on there that's nailed in. So you can just remove that. We're not going to use it again. Remove it, but sometimes it leaves the nail in the door. We just use a set of channel locks and pull the nails out so that nobody gets hurt with those. You'll need to have them out anyway to assemble the trim that we're sending to you. So any questions on the removal of those doors? Once you do it once, it's just kind of a get in there, tear stuff apart, get it loose, and get it out. Once you have them out on the vinyl one, we have to remove this bottom nail fin, and that's what this video is showing you here. And you can use a sharp razor blade, and you're just going to go as close to the bottom of the door as possible, and you're going to score it 3 or 4 times, and then it'll snap off after that. Again, safety first. Don't cut yourself. Just score it as much as possible, and we'll be good. So snap that off, and then we're ready to install it. Okay, I'm going to pause. I guess I don't have to pause it right at the end. You'll notice there's a gap right here at the top of the vinyl. We provided you with a long bracket or L bracket that's going to mount to the top of this extrusion. There are holes, pre-drilled holes that'll help you with that. A couple of things to note when you're assembling this frame. Take note of where those holes are. The holes will always face or be more in the direction of the manager's desk. So that'll allow you to attach that bracket when needed.